Good morning and welcome back to a new vlog. If you guys are new here, my name is Kathy. I am a 6th year 3rd grade teacher now. Today is Wednesday. It was actually a very funky but fun good week because we're starting off the week on a Wednesday. Monday we actually had a teacher work day, which thank goodness for teacher work days. Tuesday, yesterday, was Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day. Yeah, today is our first day back during the week. So our kids had a long break. We kind of had a long break. I'm very grateful for those kinds of weeks and days. It's gonna make the week a lot shorter, and Wednesdays we have minimum days, so even better. No better way to start the week. On Monday, we got some things done. I got in here and honestly, I did things that I've been putting off for a long time, like dusting, sweeping, organizing things, putting up my birthday wall, setting up my coffee machine. I never set it up this year. It was just collecting dust, and I was like, you know what, if I ever need a little pick-me-up, I don't have time during the day to just sit there and like dust it, clean it up. So I did that. We also had a little potluck with our 3rd through 5th grade team. So that was really exciting. And then yesterday for Veterans Day, we spent most of the day at the beach hanging out with the girls. We got to have our little Veterans Day like breakfast at Denny's since Brandon is in the Navy. It's a good morning. I just made myself a little Nespresso. I usually get the Nespresso like dolce. I don't know, it's a double espresso and it's dolce. So I did that over brown sugar and a little bit of caramel sauce, and then I add a little bit of cinnamon oat milk ice. I'm gonna try and attempt to make my own syrup, and I know it's really easy, but all you have to have is like granulated sugar or brown sugar, cinnamon, and just kind of mix it up over medium heat until it gets into that syrupy texture that you want. So I'm gonna try that. Today at 4 o'clock, I also have a therapy appointment. And if you've watched my videos for a long time, I've been in and out of therapy, but I never stay very long. And I know it's my personality. I know it's like my ADHD where I get really excited about something and then I'm like, I don't need it anymore. It's all good. So I drop it. Mainly because I have some like unhealed things that I want to talk about, and I've always had it, but I'm always like, okay, I'm good. I'm in a new phase of life. I'm good to go. But those things always creep up. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not allowed to do that anymore. So if you need accountability for that, I'm not your person for that, but I am going to hold myself accountable. Hopefully it's a good one. It's on, I'm using BetterHelp. I always feel like it's the easiest platform to use because they find a therapist really quickly for you. You can select what things you need help with. Today's plans. Let's look over today's plans before the day gets started. Here are today's slides. We have student-led conferences next week already, and those are minimum days too, so busy days. Reading about Rome has been really interesting and very fun for the students to learn about. They're still writing their informative paper, so we're going to continue that today as well. In math, we're going to try to do 2 different lessons over patterns because we do try to get through 1 lesson every week, so we double up sometimes if we need to. And yeah, that's pretty much all in between some other little things that we do. Today for our small group reading stations, I'm just going to continue meeting with my students for their conclusions. I think I have 8 students left. So I met with everybody else, but I have 8 students that I want to meet with, and I usually try to meet 2 students at a time because writing can be long and difficult and complicated sometimes, so I try not to overwhelm myself with a big group. I had them write 2 sentences for their conclusion, a sentence starter, restating some things. I just want to make sure that they are done and ready to go for conference week. Someone asked in my last video about the house update, and yeah, there's kind of a lot of stuff to update you on, but like I said, I'm not really allowed to say anything yet. I was telling the vlog that I'm due January 24th, and I was saying that we needed to be flexible because the back of the house won't be done when baby is born. So basically we've been living in our dining room for a while now, months and months now, even before we lived in the Airbnbs for a while. Instead of using our dining room as a dining space, that's our like bedroom. That's just what we have to do in this moment. So like when the baby is born, we're gonna be in our living room / dining space. My team teacher printed this off for us. Always have a little glow and grow worksheet to go over. And then for my students, I started this last year. What I like doing is I like to give students a manila folder and they can decorate the front. I just tell them they have to add student-led conferences to the front and their name, but they can decorate however they want to. And then once conferences come up, it's easy for me to grab their folder, and it just is kind of like, you know, a little fun for them to decorate their own folders. This weekend I also got my first like gel nail at home kit, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to do my nails at home. I started having anxiety going to the nail shop because I realized that every single time I was going, I would get like really stiff because I was afraid that either they were gonna file down too close to my skin, which that happens all the time actually. Like they kind of file down, or they're buffing it and it gets so hot and I feel like they're not paying attention and it like, I don't know, it just burns my skin and my nails. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy my own at-home gel kit. So I'm gonna link it down below, but it's only 30 bucks and I feel like it was so simple. We'll see how long it lasts, but I decided to go with 2 different colors, and there's like 60 colors that come with the kit and a bunch of stuff. I used to get questions about my Spotify playlist stuff. So some days, like on special days, I'll play my feel good happy mix or feel good pop mix really quietly. But most days I actually just found this one and I saved it. It's called Mindfulness, Music, and Nature Sounds. I play this for the whole morning as they're getting their morning work done, as they come in. Recently, I put up their artwork, the sun and the moon. I think it looks so beautiful. Some of them are actually not finished, but I hung them up anyways. So yeah, there's that. I hung up some little posters for writing since we're doing that. The students are now working for a candy salad party. They already filled out all of their squares and they voted for a candy salad party next. Whew. What a busy day. And just got done with dismissal. Just doing my last minute stuff. Like I said, it's a minimum day, so let's see. Today we have PLCs. We have a new setup this year on how to go about PLCs, and what we do is usually now we meet with 2nd grade and 3rd grade, and we go over the standard. We choose the standard and then we talk about how we're gonna implement, what kind of things will differentiate, how they align when we meet up again during like a quiz, or just bringing in student work to kind of show the proof of how it's going and how it should go from then on. Let's see. Oh, and then after is teacher director prep, which is great. I feel like we've had lots of time to actually get stuff done. And like I said before, we only get 2 days of plan time typically. So it's been nice, kind of all of the teacher directed prep. We can get report cards done or just like anything that we didn't get to do. Foundations, we did some comparative and superlative adverbs, went over sight words and the ah sound. In ELA, we read about Androcles and the lion, and we actually filled out an activity page where it talked about like the different characters, the event and the setting. I pulled conclusion people groups. I think I now have like 5 or 6 people left, so I only got to 3, which is fine. I'll have students probably start typing soon, the ones that are actually done, so they can get a head start. It's been a pretty good day, just really busy. For math, we started learning about patterns and addends, and it's a little confusing because it just goes by really quickly and there's like new vocabulary and not too much time to practice. So looking at like a number chart and seeing what the pattern is and being able to figure out like if it's +1, +2, +3, but we did 2 lessons, so I feel like I've been talking all day. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I have allergies or a cold, but I have this super itchy throat, so I don't know if you can tell I'm like a little raspy. I'm coughing like all night, coughing during the day, so I got myself some cough drops because you're not really supposed to take like any medicine when you're pregnant. Like you can't take antihistamines or cough medicine, obviously, which I wouldn't anyways, but got some cough drops for myself. about to start therapy.
All right. Welcome to therapy.
Hi, thank you.
I'm going to do a brief intro, some housekeeping issues, and then we're going to launch into talk therapy pretty quick here.
Awesome.
Okay.